Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start simple past tense. In this tense we are going to learn about the use of simple past tense and the structure of sentence in simple past tense. Now let's talk about where do we use simple past tense. The simple past tense is used to talk about actions that happened in the past. That means we talk about those actions which we have done in the past. And here is the sentence structure of simple past tense. In affirmative sentence, we use subject plus verb, second form of the verb, plus object, full stop. In the negative sentence, we use subject plus did not plus verb first form plus object and full stop. Interrogative sentence, we use did in the start of the sentence plus subject plus verb first form plus object plus question mark at the end. In simple past tense, we use second form of the verb, and there are two kinds of verbs: regular verbs, irregular verbs. Regular verbs usually end on ed in the second form or the third form. Irregular verbs usually change their spellings or formation. For example, let's see the example of regular verbs: play, played, install, installed, work, worked, start, started, look, looked, earn, earned, want, wanted. You can notice that every second form is ending on ed. Now let's see some irregular verbs. Do as in did, be, was, have, had, go, went, say, set, buy, bought, come, came. Now we can notice that every second form is different from the first form because they change their forms in spellings and formation. These are the spelling rules for regular verbs. If the verb is ending in e, we add d. For example, live, lived, stare, stared. If the verb is ending in vowel y plus y, we add ed as stay, stayed, play, played. Ending in consonant plus y, change y to I and add ed. For example, try, tried, carry, carried. One syllable, single vowel and ending in single consonant, double the final consonant and add ed. For example, node, noted, rip, ripped. Two syllables, stress on second syllable and ending in single consonant, double the final consonant and add ed. For example, commit, committed, prefer, preferred. These are the example of affirmative, negative, interrogative sentences in regular verbs, and we have used here all the pronouns which we use in a sentence. For example, I walked, I didn't walk. Did I walk? You walked, you didn't walk. Did you walk? He, she, it walked. He didn't walk. Did he walk? We walked, we didn't walk. Did we walk? You walked, you didn't walk. Did you walk? They walked, they didn't walk. Did they walk? These are the example of regular verbs in simple past tense. Some irregular verbs. There isn't any rule to form irregular forms, but we classify them as some verbs don't change its form, as put has same second and third form put and put. Cost has same second and third form cost and cost. Some verbs change the simple past and past participle forms. For example, bring to brought, brought, stand, stood and stood. Some verbs change only one form, usually a vowel. For example, run, rain, run, come, came, come. Some verbs have three different forms. For example, swim, swam, swum, eat, ate, eaten. These are the example of irregular verbs. These are the examples of irregular verbs in affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences. Affirmative: I went, I didn't go, did I go? You went, you didn't go, did you go? He, she, it went, he didn't go, did he go? We went, we didn't go, did we go? You went, you didn't go, did you go? They went, they didn't go, did they go? We use simple past tense when actions are completed in the past. For example, Columbus sailed to America in 1498. My father died last year. We crossed the channel yesterday. Actions that happened over a period of time in the past. For example, John worked in Barcelona for 2 years. I lived in Ruby for 10 years. Habitual or repeated actions in the past. When I was a child, we always went to the cinema at the weekends. When I lived in Ruby, I never visited my family. These are the example of simple past tense. We also use time expression in simple past tense as yesterday, last week, last month, last year, or last decade, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a moment ago. When plus past. When I was a child, when I lived in Tortosa, when I was 15, these are the time expressions. Let's revise the rules again to change the second form into simple past tense. To make most verbs past tense, add ed to the ending. For example, call is changed into called, talk, talked. When a verb ends in a silent e, drop the e and add ed to form the past tense, as bake, baked, hope, hoped. When a verb ends in a consonant ny, change the y to I and add ed, carry, carrot, copy, copied. When a verb ends in a single consonant after a single short vowel, double the consonant and add ed. For example, pop, popped, stop, stopped. Here is an exercise for you, and this exercise will help you to understand the use of simple past tense in sentences. Complete each sentence by writing the correct past tense form of each verb in the parentheses. You can see here along the sentences some verbs are given in the parentheses, and we are going to use them as in simple past tense. Sentence number 1 is Caroline and her father dashed their turkey sandwiches. Now the verb is given here toast, and we are going to change it into past tense. The sentence will be Caroline and her father toasted their turkey sandwiches. Sentence number 2, Daniela dashed her jacket on her way out of the house. Now a verb is given here grab, and the second form of grab is grabbed. Daniela grabbed her jacket on her way out of the house. The third sentence is the butcher dashed the ham quickly. The butcher dashed the ham quickly. The verb is given here trim, and the second past form of the verb trim is trimmed. The butcher trimmed the ham quickly. Her father dashed her saucer jersey before her big game. Her father dashed her saucer jersey. The verb is given here wash, and we are going to change it into past washed. Her father washed her saucer jersey before her big game. The famous chef dashed the vegetables in a minute. Chop. The verb is given chop, and the past form of chop is chopped. The famous chef chopped the vegetables in a minute. The last sentence is the dog dashed its bone in the backyard. Now verb is given here bury, and the dog buried its bone in the backyard. I'm sure students, this exercise will help you to understand the use of simple past tense. Try to practice more at home. Take care all of you. Allah Hafiz.